everybody and welcome to the 75,000k review of the GWM Cannon that we have owned for 3 years. It's a 2022 model, September, and we're right on 3 years old. I'm very excited to share with you 3 years, 75,000k's of ownership. Yes, everybody, I am a mechanic. Let's rip off the shirt because today is my day off. This is a GWM Cannon. I've upgraded the hell out of it. So first I'm going to run through what I've done with the upgrades so you can understand what's not standard. So first of all, coming around the front, you'll see aftermarket snorkel. This is 2 years old, still going strong. That's from Savage Tech, right? Everything's going strong except for the sticker, but that's all good. Coming back around the front, making Danny come around the front, we have this beautiful beast bar. I've put this through hell. I've crashed into all kinds of stuff. We've got damage on the nameplate from me ripping it out to use the winch. I snapped the winch the other day. Mate, this bullbar's copped it, yeah. Danika's sideswiped the car with it. It's just been having a great time. Mate, the surface rust on it because we drive through heaps of beaches, heaps of crap like that. That light bar's built in, it's very sick. I've got in behind there, I've got the winch wiring all broken. Like, we've done some crazy forward driving and really wrecked this thing, eh? Like, we've just been smashing this car apart all the time. Here we have the aftermarket 18-inch Hustler ambush wheels in the matte black. We've got the all-terrain grippers from Monster Tyres. They're a 285/65 R18. You can actually fit the 285/65 R18 to your GWM Cannon without doing any body mount chop. Bloody beautiful, eh? My car has a body mount chop because I put in these positive 10 offset wheels, which push the wheels out a little bit so that it's scrubbed on the body mount. But I'm not going to show you the body mount chop because it's terribly done. In under here, we have the Savage Tech Reverb Pro. This is a 2-inch lift kit. I did an installation video on that about 2 months ago, so you can jump on and check that out. You can find out all the information about that suspension kit on the Savage Tech website. Up on the roof, we have the Savage Tech Phantom roof platform. I've done a full installation video of this dog as well. My favourite feature is the beer thingy-majiggy that you can crack your beer, mate. Boom, having a beer in no time. I've used it once in the year of ownership. I know I'm going over the accessories, right? But I haven't talked about the step in the tailgate since like the first episode. Look at the mess back here. This is what your step looks like after 3 years of hard use. Look, boom, abuse the crap out of it, mate. It's not rusty. People tell me these are going rusty and stuff. I don't have any red dirt and stuff from sand from all the crap. But these things are strong as, like, boom, skis. Right, tailgate, strong as. These things, like, they're surviving. Tailgate's all good. I don't know what we're talking about tailgate. This roller shutter, I've put this roller shutter through hell. Roller shutter, still works all good. Boom, close that. Roller shutter from Savage Tech as well. Love that thing. That's been on there for about 2 years as well. I've drilled holes all through the top because I've had all kinds of different racks and rooftop tents. So I had all kinds of different stuff, and I end up reverting back to the standard sports bars because look how sexy it looks, mate. You can't go wrong. Chrome is the way to go. Aftermarket rear bar, big steel rear bar. I did a whole video about me fitting that as well. It's very sexy. It's got the rear side assist sensors. Oh, wow, that's a nice nameplate. Wheels by the ocean. Very nice. Yep, that's right. Within 1 week of putting that on the car, I jackknifed the caravan. We were going down this hill, slam the caravan, jackknife, and just boom, smashing the side of the thing. It actually happened while I was reversing into a caravan spot, made no noise at all, and just went, touch. Wrecked the whole bar. First week of ownership. I'll get a new rear bar one day. The car's a mess. Car's a mess. Guys, all my other reviews, I've showed you the inside of the car. You're not seeing it today because it is a mess, but it's in good condition still. 3 years old, it's still in good condition. You'll see it on the other videos, but right now it's a mess. I haven't even washed the car for this review. It was like an impulse because I was like, oh, I want to show everyone 75,000k review on this car before I start reviewing other cars so we can do some more comparisons. It's me, my wife Danica, 2 kids and a dog. And we've travelled all of Australia with this thing with a humongous 3-ton, 22-foot caravan in tow behind the car everywhere. Cape York, Gibb River Road, Nullarbor, on all the beaches. We've taken this car when it was completely stock on the beach with the van on the back. We've been bogged. Oh man, we must have got bogged 50 times. If you want to see like everything about what this car is actually capable of, please jump on the rest of the videos on YouTube and watch those. They are fucking awesome. Towing up steep hills all around Australia. The thing does it, mate. It does it all good. The car is not underpowered. It's only got a little 2-litre engine, not this big, right? But then it's got an 8-speed transmission and it all just works. Works super, super well. And it hauls us. This thing's a race car, mate. It's a race car. When you're towing, it's best to throw the car into sports mode and then just drive it. It's very, very simple. You get used to it very quickly, having a caravan in tow. Sports mode's probably the best mode to be in, and lane keep assist. You've got to have lane keep assist off. Oh man, there's so much to talk about. If you want to see like every bit of information, I've done a 10,000K, a 25,000K, and a 50,000K review. Now these reviews will sell you the car, mate, right? So if you go and watch them in order, by the time you get to this review, you'll be like, oh, I remember that kid at 10,000K review had no idea what he was talking about. Now, I know everything about the bloody things. This is what I specialize in. The turbo lag on this, yes, it's pretty crap. It's pretty sucky, but it's not as bad as like 2011 Mitsubishi Triton had like the worst lag ever in existence. So if you go and drive one of those first, then jump in this and you'll be like, oh no, the lag's not even that bad. There's heaps better in this. Like get a set of traffic lights. If you're going to race people, because that's obviously why you buy the car, you want to go racing, yeah? So you got to get your foot on the brake and on the accelerator, stall it up a little bit. And then as the light goes green, boom, foot off the brake, plan it, and this thing hooks, no turbo lag, because you've got to stall it up a little bit, like a race car, right? Because that's what it is. It's a race car. You guys know that. What are you talking about turbo lag, mate? Tanika's shaking her head at me behind the camera like, what are you talking about? It's a race car. You wanted a race car, bought you a race car. Yeah. Tanika wants to stop living down here, you know, and start living up here. That's why she got GWM Cannon. The stock standard suspension in the GWM Cannon is pretty terrible. It is pretty bad. The front end, I swear you go over the smallest speed bump, boom, and it bottoms out straight away. You know, if you know, you know. A lot of people are still running the stock suspension and they're happy with it. That's all good. But as soon as you go over a speed bump, it just bottoms out. If you're towing with the stock suspension, here's your caravan in your car, you hit a bump and the front, the whole car goes like this for ages afterwards because the suspension's like, oh, what the heck's going on? But if you upgrade the suspension to that, Savage Tech's done a lot of research into their suspension kits, and this Reverb Pro is a mint kit. Same with the nitrogen suspension is a really good kit. And I've got a few friends, and I've recommended a lot of people to buy the Reverb kit. All these are from Savage Tech, and they're all super comfortable. I've tested them all myself, mate, right? And they are actually comfortable because I've been in some of the Cannons that other people have got, some of the random brand, bigger companies, got their suspension, and you go for a drive and it's rigid as. And you're like, why is the suspension so rigid? You know it's rigid. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. The Savage Tech suspension now, you hit a speed bump like this, bro. Like that. I'll do it again, Like that. Not even like that anyway, right? Danica has asked me a question in the background because she knows my feels on aftermarket upgrades now. I think if I bought another car, I'm gonna shoot myself straight in the foot because when I do buy another car and I modify the crap out of it, you'll be like, oh, remember that time? I reckon if I bought another car, let's be honest, it's gonna end up the same. I'm talking about the upgrades. All right, do you wanna know what a snorkel's for? A snorkel's to make you feel like you're confident enough to take your car this deep in the water. That's how I feel. When I go forward driving, I'm like, oh, I got a snorkel, so I can take the car up to here and we'll be all good. So I've done that on video, a few videos ago, where I took the car up over the bonnet, but I got bogged in the puddle. So I got bogged in the water, so then the water came inside the car. And I'm never, ever, ever gonna do a deep water crossing ever again because cleaning up the mud, the pooey smelling mud out of the carpet was death. Okay, so that's what a snorkel does. So if I was to buy another GWM, I wouldn't get a snorkel because it makes all this engine noise in your ear every single time you drive it. And you get sick of it. You get so sick of it. So I'm actually going to replumb my airbox. I'll leave the snorkel on there, but I'm just going to replumb it to where it originally was. And said I'll take the noise away from our ears. So I'm going to do that soon. I would prefer not to have a bull bar. Danica loves bull bars. That's a non-negotiable. So we're getting a bull bar on the next car. Absolutely love the aftermarket wheels, but I would consider keeping the stock wheels and just putting bigger tires on next time. The suspension, 100%, the car needs a 2-inch lift. You can't get away from that. Nobody wants to drive a lowered forward drive. You want to have a, nice and high forward drive. So lift kit, tires, and bull bar is probably the only 3 things. That'll be my main focus on the next one. Maybe a roof rack. That's there for looks. We never ever use that for anything. Danica and I will sit up there, like if we're out on the on a campsite, it's a nice and blackout thing. Every time we look, we're like, oh, we'll go sit on the roof of the car, and we get up there and think it's going to be great. We get up there, it's the most uncomfortable thing you ever sat on your life. Has anyone seen the GWM Cannon Alpha with the 2-story double-decker rooftop tent all fitted into the back of it? I'd have that. You can almost have that instead of a caravan. Like a big thing that goes up over the roof of the car, like a little motorhome. I'd have that. 3 years of abuse, sand driving, corrugations, everything you can think of, poor car's been through. And then most recently, we've been doing like some chronically terrible forward driving where I've been smashing the whole underbody up. So I'm wrecking it even more. Poor thing. Still drives like it's new though. Keep that in mind. But if you go underneath my car, which we're not because today's my day off, I'm not a mechanic today, right? I'm just a normal everyday dude just talking shit. Underneath the car is covered in surface rust everywhere because I've never ever touched the underbody. I've driven in sand because when we're in West Australia, we're going on all the sand dunes. It was freaking awesome. Lancelin Sand Dunes, one of the best things I've ever freaking experienced. The dunes there, it was so beautiful. The sand was, oh man, that was so good. I want to go back there. then the sunset, Lancelin, blah, blah, blah. Watch the episode, YouTube. Then you get back to the campsite and there's signs everywhere. No washing vehicles, no washing blah, blah, blah. Water restrictions, no washing your car. So you can't wash the sand off. You could go to the car wash down the road and pay the money, but I'm a cheap ass and I'm not going to pay for that. I'd rather watch my car rust away than pay for a car wash. Anybody want to detail my car? I got about 80, 90 bucks, full detail, inside out. Speaking about the underbody crap, I would love to know a company that would put this up on a hoist, clean everything underneath. This is in Brisbane, guys. If you can recommend somebody, clean all underneath, then they do like a full underbody spray. Like someone's actually had this done and you can recommend them personally. That's what I'm looking for. And I'd love to do a video with that shop showing them how to do that and what they can do with how bad underneath this is. Let's talk a few warranty things. So my car has had a new turbo, a new alternator, a new driver's seat, and a new seat belt, and a fuel pump. There you go. There's a bunch of stuff. 50,000 K review, I spoke about all that into detail, but I did get some warranty stuff done. Worst thing was the turbo going. We were driving down the highway, turbo went kaput, and then we just lost power and pulled over. Very inconvenient. Mate, any car breakdown is going to be inconvenient. But 6 days, I was picking the car up, brand new turbo, brand new intercooler, everything sorted, completely free, covered by warranty, and I was happy. 6 days I was off the road. Hey, that's pretty bloody good. So I was happy with that. GWM, that was at North Lakes. That dealership treated me really good. So good on you guys. The rest of my warranty work, which is the alternator, the seat belt, and whatever else I just spoke about, that was done from Barton's at Nullarbor, and that was also all covered by warranty, all done for free, and they gave me a car to drive as well. And that's where we bought our car from, Barton's at Nullarbor, FYI. So go back to the first episode, you'll see us doing that. You know what? I will show you the interior, because like, let's see everyday use, how good it is, right? This is 75,000 Ks. This base was replaced though, that was replaced. Here you go, look at that, 75,000 Ks, no sag. You should see what I look like with 75,000 Ks on me, you know, a bit of sag. See this headrest? Headrests are facing backwards. That's like your biggest advice. First thing to do, don't do that to your car because that's illegal and it ruins your safety rating. It's much more comfortable, so you do whatever you want. Look at me, I'm in the car. This is a nice car, mate. Does the horn work? Oh, it does. That's very nice. So we've got 75,000 Ks on it. The steering wheel is still in perfect condition. That's a leather steering wheel, like new still. Buttons are all still new. Only little section that we've got wear on is over here where my left-hand knee sits. See that? That's where my knee sits, and I just wear that off. That's not like a warranty thing. That's just how I sit in the car. This is a phone holder from Amazon. It just clips on the side there. Look at it, because everybody wants a phone holder. How good is that? And then it's just got the magnet on it that you pop in there, and boom, good place for your phone holder, right? I went with the GWM Cannon L model, which is I think now called Ultra. I can't really follow what all the new models are called, but the L is like the mid-range. So we got the mid-range. I didn't want all the digital dash. This is the older model now. The new model's all different. I'm going to review one of the new models very soon, so keep an eye out. But I wanted the normal analog dash with the normal beat, ding dong, ring ding ding ding, those things, and just that little screen, okay? So the X, which is the model up, that has like different cross stitching in the seats and a different dashboard and stuff. But I just wanted to give you a quick look that the interior is in good condition. Let's go have a look at the back seats. Kids, yep, kids do their thing back here. It's all good. The kids have been trashing this, and look, the seats are still in good condition. That was probably one of my fears because it is fake leather, pleathery pleather, but it's held up. Like, I don't know, you know the older cars where they had the fake leather and then the leather would go real hard and it would be like, this is disgusting. Like even the old Great Walls, they used to run like some fake leather interior, but the material would go like really hard and it was just yuck. It was yuck. This is Kate inside of the car, good condition as well, no problems. Savage Tech floor mat, been holding up. You know, that's been in there since brand new. First upgrade we bought was these floor mats. Yeah, let's just rip that dog out. Check this out, right? Get rid of that. Carpet is new underneath. I did have to take the whole carpet out to clean it out. But anyway, it's still like new underneath. No wear and tear. And these, still as good as new. And they're like invincible. You can just like smash them on the ground and they're all good. Sorry, Phineas, I didn't mean to scare you, buddy. Oh, all right, guys, as much as I'm not a mechanic today, let's get under the bonnet. Hold on. Let me just say, I have in excess of 200 short videos all about the GWM Cannon and all of the like little knickknacks and things that you can have a look at. If you own a Cannon, it really, really would be valuable to go back and watch pretty much every single one of my little short videos. Will teach you everything you need to know about your car. I can confidently say that I'm a GWM Cannon wizard. All right, let's get underneath here. Have a look. I haven't popped the bonnet in probably in a month or so. I'm gonna climb up here. All right, so the engine's nice and strong. You can actually hop on top of the motor and hang out in here if that's how you feel that day. All right, so I'm up here. We're still running the original battery. That battery, 3 years old. Some people haven't even got 25,000 Ks out of theirs. And mine, 75,000 Ks, still going strong. All good. Boom, and look at that. Look at this bodgy wiring. Oh my God, who put all that in there? Let's have a look underneath our engine cover. Bang that dog off. Our intercooler hose. I got the intercooler hose replaced when I did the turbo. We do have the the new turbo. Oh, look at this, guys. I showed this on my short videos as a common problem. This gasket here, mine's actually leaking a little bit. How rude. I don't want to have a leak. Oh, and over the back, my vacuum pump. Oh, look at me finding problems. I work on too many of these Cannons, so when I get home, my one gets neglected, bro. I've got the leak from the turbo flange gasket here, from where it goes from the turbo into the intercooler pipe. And I've also got a leak down at the vacuum pump at the back of the motor that I can see starting to happen. So we've got a couple of warranty things we've got to get sorted, but that's all right. It's all the fun of it, yeah? All right, so over here, you've got your engine air filter in here. 2 clips, you can pop that out and air blow it out and check it yourself. You've got your brake fluid reservoir. You've got your turbo. They've got the catalytic converter, and down underneath that, you've got the DPF exhaust thingamajig. You've got your radiator across the front. You've got your coolant overflow bottle here. This is important to check, right? So there's a maximum level on that. Just top it up and leave it at the maximum level. It's good to have a look at that yourself. Then you can just like, yours is low. Like, I told you I haven't looked under here, right? Anyway, battery. And we've got the washer bottle over here. So if you... Yeah, it needs topped up. I think it's empty, is it? That needs topped up as well. Over here, you have ABS module, engine ECU. What else do you want to know under here? That's about it, right? If you're feeling like you want to top up your engine oil, boom, you can do that. And then you've also got your dipstick on this side, which you can check your oil. Mine's beautiful and black, as you'd expect from a mechanic's vehicle, mate. All right. Can't believe I work on these every day and ours is in this condition. There we go. All right, climbing down. Hoi. Oh, yeah. And that's under the bonnet of the GWM Cannon. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, yeah. GWM Cannon workout. Come work out with Jordan Raybeck on the GWM Cannons. A few really, really valuable facts that I've learned about the GWM Cannon is if you want to do a burnout, this car will do a burnout. Very, very important. You can put the car eco mode, traction control off, rear diff lock on, first gear only. It'll do a really slow burnout. And it'll smoke up, right? Don't try to change in a second because it will drop traction control. Something will happen. It will throw gearbox faults, right? It won't let you go in a second. If you want to take off in the rain on a racetrack, all this is on private racetracks and stuff. Yeah, no, not in real life. So you're on a private racetrack, it's wet, and you want to do like a little power skid, right? Very slow. So it's a ute, little slow power skid. Put it in eco mode, traction control off, rear diff lock on, second gear, manual, have it in manual, hold the brake and the accelerator, take off, and you can take off for a good, I don't know, 5 seconds in second gear where the ute will fully cross up like that. And then it will turn off the diff lock and then traction control will come on or whatever. But the ute does do that kind of stuff, so it's pretty fun. On the beach, on your own private beach racetrack, not on a public beach, right? On a racetrack beach that you own. So second gear on the beach, eco mode, this on the hard sand, eco mode. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, eco mode is rear wheel drive. So these are torque on demand. Torque on demand won't activate if you've got it in eco mode. So eco mode locks rear wheel drive, rear diff lock on, traction control off, second gear, full lock, plan it. The car will do full blown donuts for ages. Donuts are heaps of fun as well, but not on any public roads or on the beaches that you're allowed to. Just don't do anything illegal, right? Talking about torque on demand, that forward driving system is a very cool system. So the car in sports mode and in normal mode, the car is all-wheel drive, but it is still driving constantly in rear-wheel drive, so you save a lot of fuel still. Say you're taking off fast, it'll throw drive to the front wheels if it's needed. Or if it's wet and you plan it in sports mode, the front wheels will get power as well, and it will give you power to all 4 wheels, and you do full WRX launch, right? So the torque on demand is very, very cool like that. But the only way you can fully lock up the forward drive system is if you have the car in low range. So when it's in low range, there is a 4-wheel drive expert mode or something like that. If you press and hold the traction control button for ages, it will lock up the center diff, so it will engage the front wheels, so you don't have to rely on the torque on demand. That does exist. Don't use that if you don't know how to 4-wheel drive. If you're like, oh, I want to go on the beach, just leave it in sports mode. You don't have to use that expert mode ever, but it is there for the people who want to do a bit more extreme forward driving, and you don't want to worry about that slippage. If you need to launch the car up something, and the car's relying on, we're not going to send power to the front until it's needed, but I know that it's needed, I don't want to have that tiny bit of rear wheel drive before the front kicks in. You know, so torque on demand, it's really good, but some days it's a bit how you're going. So you want to drive your GWM Cannon on the beach. My preference, put it in sports mode, keep it in manual. So you little click it back, have the car in manual mode. Second gear takeoff is usually really good. So sports mode, we're going to have traction control off, and we're going to have the tyres under 20 PSI. So 20 PSI is a pretty good number. I like to run about 15 to 16. I reckon that's the best number for the size tyres I have. Pretty much Tyres are down. Don't even try to drive at 40 PSI. These things will overheat the transmission. They do not like 40 PSI on the beach. It's not a good thing for these. So you've got to let the tyres down. I've learned all of this. The traction control off, sports mode, manual, and just go. Just go onto the beach. You can go flat out or you can go slow. These things are extremely capable on the sand. I've taken on a lot of sand and I've done it all on YouTube, guys. So please watch the other videos as well. For the people who don't have a GWM Cannon, this is what I'm talking about. You drop it in a drive, pull it back again, that goes into manual mode, which it comes up on the dash, it shows you. Then over here, you got a traction control button, press that one time. This is the rear diff lock, press that one time. And then down here, you got a little spinny knob, which is spin that around the eco, right? Then it goes into eco mode, then do your burnout. Sweet, on your private street. All right, let's go for a spin. So we just drive the car around in normal mode and just drive it. What do you want me to show you? The car drives good. I've showed you a million times how the car drives. Sit in a speed bump now. Watch my body as we go over the speed bump. Ready? Boom. We hit that at 20 kilometers an hour. Nothing wrong with that. Put the car in sports mode, right? So we're in sports mode. There's a Hilux pulled up next to me and he's like, oh, your GWM's underpowered. That's why I bought a Hilux for $50,000 extra. So if I'm sitting at the lights next to the Hilux driver, all I'm gonna do is put my foot on the brake, accelerate to like 1500 RPM. We're gonna load the car up a tiny bit. So then when I take off, foot off the brake, we go fast, right? Oh my God, Danica, you almost fell through the back of the seat.
Poor Finny.
Lucky Danica's got a seatbelt on because she would have actually blown out the back window. So once again, accelerate a little bit, but load it up and then away you go. How good is that? So we're gonna stall it up and this is how fast we take off, ready? How's that underpowered, mate? What are you talking about turbo lag, mate? Look how good the GWM Cannon goes, mate. What a beast. This GWM Cannon, the blinkers, for the first 5 years, 2020 to 2025, the blinkers on the left side. In 2025, now the blinkers on the right side. So the GWM's constantly fixing things. I've noticed things like the cooling systems, right? So in 2020, they had one version of the cooling system and they've upgraded it about 6 times, you know? So GWM listens to what Australia needs and they adjust and tweak and stuff. Also, GWM has bought in or doing whatever with Lancelin track, racetrack or training centre or something. Lancelin somewhere in Melbourne or Victoria, I don't know, somewhere. But this track was used by Holden to create and tune HSV. GWM is actually investing money into Australia to give Australia their own version of the GWM. Some other manufacturers just send whatever they want to Australia and say, oh, here's a model of the car, good luck to you, enjoy. But GWM has said, hey, how about we invest $700 million into the Australian economy and buy Lancelin HSV training centre or whatever so they can tune the GWMs so we can drive them on our roads at 50 kilometers an hour because of the stupid speed limit. But at least they're doing these things and trying to improve the brand. So they are all about continuous improvement, which is a word I learned actually from Toyota, which Toyota seemed to continuously improve until about 2005 when they decided, what about if we were more expensive and less reliable? That's sort of where they're at right now. So now they're $80,000. A Ford Ranger, I can't even get started on a Ford Ranger, bro. You'll never catch me reviewing a Ford Ranger. I can't stand the cars. I think, what is going on? What are they even thinking? Why is the Ford Ranger so popular? Oh my God, I'll get all cranky about this. So I'll save those for my shorts. But like I said, go and watch all the short videos because you will learn more about your Cannon than anybody, any salesman could tell you at the dealership because I am GWM God.
Finny farted.
Oh, our dog just farted and it stinks. All right, let's wrap this review up. I don't even know what it was. It was a good review. Danica, was this a good review? I reckon it was all right. 75,000 Ks. All I do is talk about GWM Cannons all day long. So if you...
That's why his voice is the way it is.
My voice is running out because I just, instead of like working and relaxing, I work and make videos all day, every single day. So watch all those things. They're hilarious. Anyway, they must be hilarious because you just all keep watching it. So I'm going to call it. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want to know more, I think my 50,000 K review I spoke about more. I can't remember what I spoke about. I spoke about everything on all those videos, so go and watch those. Like I said, we've towed 3 ton around Australia. Thanks for sticking around. For anyone who's stuck around, here's some funny clips of me jumping over the car and doing some awesome parkour. Cheerio, guys. Thanks for watching. Parkour, parkour, parkour. Parkour! 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 GWM parkour! That look good, babe? Was that sexy? I'm a sexy mummy boy. A sexy mummy boy. What the hell do I just say? Anyway, there you go. There's a bit of random, there's a good extras for you, yeah? Yeah. If you want to subscribe and pay for more, I could do more acrobatics. This costs extra. If anybody watches to the end of the video, let me know. Who watched till the end? Oh, what a feeling! GWM Cannon.